You know what's interesting? Most men over 40 don't realize the clothes that used to make them look good are now making them look older. And I get it. What worked at 30 doesn't always work at 40. Your life changes, your body changes, but your wardrobe, it usually stays the same. And the result is simple. You look tired, outdated, or worse, invisible, and you don't deserve that. If you're a man in your 40s, 50s, or beyond, I want to share something with you today. There are 10 style mistakes that can age you unnecessarily, and chances are you're making at least a few of them without realizing it. The good news, every single one has a simple fix, and I'm going to walk you through all of them in the next few minutes, from the fits that actually work for your body right now to the color combinations that make you look sharp instead of dated, and the small details that completely change how people see you. And here's something important. Mistake number 8 is one I see almost everywhere. It's subtle, but it's probably affecting your look right now. Stick around. Once you see it, you'll get why it matters. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's been holding you back and what to do instead. Nothing complicated, just practical style advice that actually works in real life. Let's get into it. Let's start with the foundation. This is where a lot of guys run into trouble, and when you get these basics wrong, everything else becomes harder. Mistake number 1, chunky shoes and overbuilt sneakers. Those thick-soled athletic sneakers with everyday outfits. They're throwing off your proportions. Here's what happens. Bulky shoes make your feet look oversized, your legs look shorter, and your whole silhouette feels unbalanced. Look, I understand comfort matters, but you don't have to choose between comfort and looking good. What works better? Clean leather or suede sneakers in neutral colors. White, navy, tan, these go with just about everything. Look for a slimmer sole and minimal branding. When you pair these with well-fitted pants, your legs look longer and the whole look comes together. It's a small change, but it makes a real difference in how your entire outfit reads. Now let's talk about fit, and this next one might be the most important on the whole list. Mistake number 2, baggy or shapeless jeans and pants. This one's significant, and honestly, this single change can upgrade your entire wardrobe instantly. Loose, baggy pants make you look shorter and wider. They completely hide your frame. And I'm not suggesting tight jeans here, that's not what this is about. But there's a big difference between comfortable and shapeless. Here's what actually works: pants that sit at your natural waist with a straight or slightly tapered leg. They should follow your body without clinging. Darker colors tend to work best: dark, indigo, charcoal, black. They're more versatile and naturally look more refined. Try this dark jeans, a simple knit polo, and those clean sneakers we just talked about. It's casual, but it shows you're paying attention. Your pants should create structure, not hide it. When they fit properly, everything else gets easier. And speaking of fit, this third one is subtle, but when you get it right, people notice the difference immediately. Mistake number 3, mismatched proportions, when top and bottom don't work together. You know when you see someone wearing a baggy shirt with slim jeans or a tight polo with loose pants, it creates this visual imbalance that just feels off. The outfit doesn't feel cohesive. The solution: keep your proportions balanced. If you're wearing a relaxed jacket, pair it with straight leg pants. If you've got a fitted shirt, match it with jeans that have similar structure. Your jacket should hit around mid-hip sleeves, should end right at your wrist bone. When everything's balanced, you look natural. You look like someone who understands what they're doing. And people pick up on that. Before we move on, quick question: which of these first 3 mistakes hits closest to home for you? Drop a comment and let me know. I'm curious to see which one's most common, and I'll respond to as many as I can. Alright, we've covered the foundation. Now let's move into color and texture, because this is where things get really interesting. Color and texture. Some guys think this gets complicated, but honestly, once you understand a few basic principles, it becomes pretty straightforward. And these next 4 mistakes, they're easier to fix than you might think. Mistake number 4, mixing black and brown, or navy and black. This happens all the time. Black shoes with a brown belt or navy pants with a black jacket. The issue is these colors have different undertones. Black is cool, brown is warm, and when you mix them, it doesn't look intentional. Here's what works. If you're wearing brown, use charcoal instead of black. Charcoal is neutral enough to work with brown tones. Want a classic combination? Navy with cognac brown, it's sophisticated and always looks deliberate. Or pair charcoal and black together for a more formal look. Keep your leather consistent too. Brown belt with brown shoes. Black belt with black shoes. Small detail, but it makes the outfit look more cohesive. Now this next mistake is one almost everyone makes at some point. Mistake number 5, the khaki and white default, khaki pants and a white t-shirt. It's easy, it's comfortable, but it's also pretty flat. There's no depth, nothing that makes it particularly interesting. You blend in. Try this approach. Swap khaki for olive green and white for cream. Instantly, you've added some richness. Or keep the khaki, but add a navy Henley and white sneakers. Now you've got some layers and visual interest. Consider adding a third element, maybe a darker jacket or a burgundy accessory. You're keeping it simple, but now there's something to notice. What I want you to take away, your outfit can tell a story instead of just repeating the same default. Small adjustments make that happen. And while we're on color, pay attention to this next one because it's more important than most guys realize. Mistake number 6, wearing the wrong colors for the season. This seems like a minor thing until you realize how much it affects perception. Light pastels in winter, heavy dark colors in summer. It feels disconnected, like something's slightly off. What tends to work better? In fall and winter, richer, deeper tones. Burgundy forest green, navy charcoal camel. When spring and summer come around, lighter tones make more sense. Sage green, light, blue, off-white sand. When your colors match the season, everything feels more natural. People might not consciously notice, but they sense it. And that matters. Now let's talk about something most guys don't even consider. But I promise you, once you understand this, you'll start seeing it in every outfit you look at. Mistake 7, mixing textures that don't work together. Shiny polyester with a matte wool jacket. Athletic fabric with dress pants. Even if people can't identify exactly what's wrong, something feels off. The textures are working against each other, and it makes everything look cheaper than it actually is. Here's the approach. Match your materials by how formal they are. If you're dressing up wool pants, leather shoes, cotton, dress shirt, everything should have a similar finish. If you're going casual, knit sweater suede shoes, twill chinos maintain that texture consistency. When your fabrics work together, the outfit looks more expensive and intentional. It's really that straightforward. Alright, now we're getting into the details, and this is where most guys completely miss the mark. Mistake number 8 is coming up next, and trust me, this is the one you want to hear. Stay with me. Now we're in the details. This is where you can really elevate things. Most guys don't pay attention to this stuff, which is exactly why it makes such a difference when you do. Mistake number 8. Loud logos and graphic tees. Here it is, the mistake I promised we'd get to. Big brand logos. Graphic t-shirts with slogans or jokes. Sports jerseys as regular wear. After 40, these tend to work against you in a major way. They pull attention away from you and put it on the branding. And honestly, they can read as trying to look younger than you are. What tends to work better? Plain t-shirts in quality cotton. Simple polos without prominent logos. Clean jackets, bomber style, field jacket, something straightforward. Solid colors work best. Navy olive, gray, charcoal, black. When you dial back the visual noise, you become the focus. That's really what you want. People see you, not what you're wearing. Now here's what I want to know, is this one resonating with you? Are you guilty of this? Drop a comment below, no judgment here. It's incredibly common. But I'm curious how many of you are wearing graphic tees or logo-heavy pieces right now. Let me know and I'll share some specific brand recommendations that make this transition easy. And while we're on details, this next one is subtle, but people absolutely pick up on it. Mistake number 9, mixed metals, worn belts, and neglected shoes. Little things add up faster than you'd think. Gold watch with a silver belt buckle. It reads as careless. A belt that's cracking or has a cheap-looking buckle. People notice. Shoes that haven't been maintained. It affects the entire outfit. Here's what helps: pick one metal tone, silver or gold, and stick with it for your watch, belt buckle, and other accessories. Get a quality leather belt, doesn't need to be expensive, just well made. And take care of your shoes. Clean them regularly, condition the leather, replace them when they're truly worn out. These details might seem small, but they communicate something. They show you pay attention. They show you respect the effort. Now, the final mistake is one I'm seeing more and more, and it's really worth understanding. Mistake number 10, chasing trends that don't fit where you are. Neon accents, oversized streetwear, whatever's trending on social media right now. A lot of it is designed for a different age group with different body types and lifestyles. When you're over 40 and try to force these trends, it doesn't look fresh. It can look like you're working too hard at it. What makes more sense? Focus on timeless pieces that work year after year. A well-made linen shirt, a quality knit sweater, suede loafers that go with everything, a classic jacket you'll still be wearing in 5 years. Think about 3 things: fit, fabric quality, and how it's made. That's what lasts. That's what consistently looks good. Here's the reality: after 40, timeless tends to beat trendy. You're not missing out, you're just playing a different game. Alright, here's what it comes down to. Dressing well after 40 is really about 3 things: fit creates confidence, color creates harmony, and details create respect. When you get those 3 things working together, you don't just look better. You feel different. You show up differently. People respond to you differently. And that's not shallow. That's about presenting yourself in a way that reflects who you are. So here's your action step. Pick one thing from this list. Just one. Maybe it's getting your pants properly fitted. Maybe it's replacing those chunky sneakers. Maybe it's switching out the graphic tees. Whatever resonates most with you, start there. Work on that one thing this week, and I promise you'll notice a difference. And here's what I really want to know. Which mistake from this list hit home for you? Was it the graphic tees, the baggy pants, the chunky shoes? Drop a comment and tell me your biggest takeaway. I read every single comment, and your feedback directly shapes what videos I make next. And look, if you found this helpful and you want more straightforward style advice for men over 40, practical stuff that actually works in everyday life, no BS, hit that subscribe button. I put out a new video every single week covering topics like this. Remember, style at this stage isn't about looking younger. It's about looking like the best version of who you are right now. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.